What is up, everybody? It's Cody with Blood Money MMA Bets, and I'm back with another full card breakdown. This is for UFC Vegas 79, Fiziev versus Gamrot. It's a pretty decent card. The main card has some pretty decent name value on it. The main event's going to be pretty good. I want to see who wins the striker versus grappler match. But it has some pretty decent fights on it. Everybody, before we get into all this stuff, please hit that like button, hit the subscribe button if you already haven't, and leave a comment. Help out the algorithm, help my video get some more views. Layer Cake Discord, links in the description. It's free. There's a bunch of threads in there with stocks, NFL football, college football, MMA, all this stuff, different PFL, Dana White Contender Series, everything. So if you want to join up for that, it's free. Links in the description. I got the Layer Cake Patreon going. That's $10 a month. That's where you get all my extra content. You're going to get my early bets so you can beat line movement with me. You're going to get my 10 best bets in order of confidence. You're going to get the Layer Cake parlay that's hit 4 weeks in a row. It's up over 13 units in the last 4 weeks. DraftKings lineup, all different stuff. I put a bunch of stuff in there. So if you want to join up and help out and support my channel, that link is in the description too. I'm going to have my girlfriend. She's promising me she's going to get my t-shirts made, my Layer Cake shirts and my Blood Money MMA Bets shirt. So I should have them hopefully within the next couple weeks. She's supposed to be on that. We're going to go over some Layer Cake winning bets, but first I want to do a quick recap of UFC Vegas or Noche UFC. And yeah, man, I went 2-2 for -1 unit. 2 winning bets. I had Roman Kopylov for +2 units. That was my first 5-unit max bet. Hit that with ease. Then the second winning bet was the Grasso fight goes to decision, +2.5 units on that. And third winning bet was Alexa Grasso for the push. 2 losing bets was Jazz Davicius, -3 units, and she fought tough. She fought hard. It was a very close fight, but yeah, I think she did get beat. And then Kevin Holland, same thing, fought tough, fought hard. Both of them were underdog picks, and they both fought for my money, made it super close fights, but I thought both of them lost. The Alexa Grasso fight, I thought Alexa Grasso won 2, 4, and 5. She almost finished the fight in all 3 of them rounds, and I thought my girlfriend was watching this. She don't even know that much about this stuff. The whole world pretty much had it. All the announcers 2-2 going into the 5th, and Grasso clearly won the 5th. She didn't 10-8 her, but she clearly won the 5th. She won the 2nd, and she won the 4th. This should have been a +6 unit night, but you know what I mean? It is what it is. So we're just gonna have to get back and we're just gonna have to get back in the winning ways. After that, you know, we had the fight fall off the draw. So 2-2 -1 unit. We're gonna get that back and some. Add to this, I think I'm up 26 units on the year, and then I'm up over 106 units for lifetime. So I'm gonna keep adding to that. This week I got some good bets already in, and then I plan on getting 2 more in, having my 5 bets that are going to crush. We're gonna go over some winning bets for the Layer Cake real quick, and then we'll get right into this UFC. But the Layer Cake, man, had some pretty decent bets this week. We had my boy Guernica 84. He hit Tracy Cortez by decision. He had 60 to win 135, which is nice. Over doubled up his money. My boy Flav had Edgar Chairez, which should have got the win for you, Flav. And then the under 2.5 in Kopylov. That was a nice parlay at +136. Didn't hit for the -160, but still it should hit all the way. OGNGM had the Cowboys parlay with Roman Kopylov 316 to win 677. That was an excellent parlay, OG. Epic King bets with the $5 single on Kyle Nelson by decision at +700. Look at that, 5 to return 40. That was an excellent bet. Epic King nights. My dude Norashi 88 said he had a good night. He had Kopylov, Godinez, and Padilla over 1.5. And was able to hit that parlay. That was a nice parlay too. Cobra Kai in the building with Daniel Zellhuber to win by submission in round 2. Look at that, 250 paid 42.50. That was a heck of a call, dude. Flav hit Daniel Zellhuber. Giagos doesn't go the distance. Excellent call. And then we had Flav again with Tracy Cortez and Jack Della Matta Delana at +224. That's a nice bet right there. And then my dude Guernica 84 again had Tracy Cortez on points, Roman Kopylov fight to start round 2, Kevin Holland, Jack Della fight to start round 2, and Grasso fight to start round 4, and hit that big 20 euro to win 77 euro. So that's a nice hit. Roach 3-pick parlay over 2.5. Lupita Godinez minus 3.5 in Roman Kopylov. 25 to win 112.50. That was an excellent hit. Daniel had Roman Kopylov, and then he had the over 2.5 in the Grasso fight. 2 big bets there, so hit nice. Mustang hitting the plus 379. He had the under in Roman Kopylov under 2.5, and he had Kyle Nelson. That was a heck of a parlay right there. Adam out here hitting the big parlays. Roman Kopylov, Godinez, Rosas Jr., Zahuber, Charlie Campbell, and Knutson at 50 to win 175. That was a heck of a win. And right here, Godinez, Kopylov, Zahuber. It doesn't get no easier than that. 200 to win 450. That was a nice win. Fireside, what is up? Fireside mixed up some sports. Had the Eagles, Kopylov, Knutson, Godinez, the Bills, the Cowboys, 25 to pay 71. That was an excellent hit. And Max had this was an excellent hit. Kopylov, Godinez, Campbell, Knutson, Rosas Jr., Zahuber, Bills, 49ers, Cowboys, and the Dolphins plus 7, 25 at plus 678 to win 170. That was an excellent win right there. Everybody did good, man. The Layer Cake Discord's a fun time. It's got a lot of good people in it. Everybody in there acts good, is nice and everything. So if you want to join up, like I said, links in the description. And now we can get to the my bad. We can get to UFC Vegas 79. And like I said, it's going to be a good card here. We got a couple ranked fighters. You know, it's almost better than the dang. If it had an excellent, the main event's really good, but if it had something, you know, close to the Izzy or something, it would be as good as that pay-per-view card. That card was terrible. But first fight that we're going to talk about is in the men's middleweight division. You know, my fights are always out of order. We got Jacob Malkoun versus Cody Brundage. Jacob Malkoun is 7-2, currently sitting at minus 550. He's 28 years old, 5'9" with a 73-inch reach. Cody Brundage is 8-5, currently sitting at plus 360, 6 foot with a 72-inch reach. So you see, Brundage is going to be 3 inches taller, but Jacob Malkoun is going to have 1 inch of reach. Jacob Malkoun's game is pretty simple, man. He's a training partner. Robert Whitaker, he's his wrestling coach, and he's got good wrestling. He's got all different kinds of takedowns. He's got single legs, double legs, body locks, excellent inside trips, decent boxing. He actually has some pro boxing experience. But you see it after like his fights with Phil Hawes, and he even got caught a little bit by Nicholas Maximov in his last fight before Maximov got hurt. But he's got decent boxing, straight punches. He's got like I said, his wrestling is phenomenal, man. You seen against Brendan Allen. I actually thought he won that fight, where he was able to take Brendan Allen down a ton, survive in all the jiu-jitsu spots. He beat up AJ Dobson same way, Abdul Razak Al Hassan, just taking these guys down over and over and over. He doesn't have the best offensive BJJ in the world in the way of chokes, but he does have good control, top control, and he's got excellent ground and pound to stay busy, to not get it stood up. But he's pretty basic, you know. He's got decent boxing. He's going out there to look to wrestle you, wear you out, and just grind on you and get that decision win. Cody Brundage, man, he's had a weird UFC career. He's 8-5. He just had that short notice loss to Suzuki Dumas, and he looked terrible in that. He looked okay for the first couple minutes, and then he just tired out and bad fight IQ moments. Against Rodolfo Vieira, though, he did drop him a couple times in the first round and had a really good round and was close to finishing Vieira, and then he gassed out in that, and he was choked out a little bit later in the second round. Well, in Jacek, you know, he landed a takedown or two in there, and as soon as he got reversed, he got punched to sleep. But he did have that nice win over Tresean Gore, and he had that nice win over Dolce Lungabula, who he was getting beat up by both them guys and was able to hit him with big shots. But he's got good wrestling. He's got decent jiu-jitsu. He's got really good guillotine chokes, and he's got good boxing. He's got pretty good power. I wouldn't have said that like a year or two ago, and it's not like his boxing's the best, but he does have good power in them hands. This is going to be a pretty cut and dry fight. I mean, it's either going to be Brundage getting Malkoun out of here in the first round, or Malkoun's going to grind out a decision or maybe get a late stoppage. And I'm going to go with Malkoun getting that decision. I'm going to go with decision because Brundage, you've seen against like Nick Maximov and Dumas, he can survive on the ground, even off his back for a while. So I'm going to take Malkoun. I'm going to take him by decision. And you could use that to cut down that minus 550 price. Next fight is in the men's welterweight division. We got Tim the Dirty Bird Means versus Andre Fialho. Tim Means is 32, 15-1, currently sitting at plus 160. He's 39 years old, 6'2" with the 75-inch reach. Fialho is 16-7. currently sitting at minus 200. He's 29 years old, 6 foot with the 74-inch reach. So you see Means 2 inches taller, 1 inch of reach. Tim Means, got to say it, 39 years old. Still looks pretty decent. He's on a 3-fight losing streak, but to Kevin Holland, Max Griffin, and Alex Morono. And then the fight before that he won, he beat Nicholas Dalby and looked good in that fight. And that was only 2 years ago. And Nicholas Dalby's still looking good these days. But yeah, man, he got hit hard, got darsed out by Kevin Holland, had a good tough fight with Max Griffin, and then against Alex Moreno, he actually thought he was winning that fight, and then he got hit pretty good in the beginning of that second, and he took a bad shot, and that's when he was choked out. But he did look good there. Southpaw striker, he's got good boxing, has some decent power in his left hand. He's pretty durable. He's been getting choked out lately. I think he's only been TKO'd twice, but he has been submitted 7 times. And that's what's been happening lately. He's been getting hit hard, and he'll just take a bad shot and get choked out. But Andre Fialho, I don't think he's bringing any of that chokeout game. You know, he's a boxer. He's got pretty good striking. He's got power in his hands. He's got power in both hands. Excellent lead left hook. You've seen that's what he was able to get Cameron Van Camp out of there. It was pretty nice. Cameron Van Camp isn't all that great. He just kept coming forward. But he was able to crack Miguel Bieza too, man, and put him out. But he has a nice straight right. He has a good get-up game. He has good takedown, pretty good takedown defense, and a pretty good get-up game. He's fast and explosive, but that's just for like that first round and a half. He's low output. He's hittable. He's chinny, and he has 3 straight KO losses. And it just seems like he falls apart in the second round. You know, in the first round, he usually looks pretty good, just like he did with Buckley. And then he just starts taking damage, slowing down, and then people just start getting a read on him and beating him up. But he's a decent fighter. He's going to be more athletic. He's going to be faster than Tim Means here. But I'm going to take Tim Means. I don't think that Fialho is going to knock out Tim Means. I think Tim Means is pretty tough, pretty durable. I've seen him take some big shots against Holland. I've seen him take some big shots against Morono and Max Griffin. He got dropped against all of them guys pretty much, but was able to not get knocked out. Fialho is not going to choke him out. I'm going to take Tim Means. I'm going to say he survives a tough first round where these guys go back and forth, and then he just starts wearing on Fialho, landing some takedowns, and eventually maybe even Fialho accepts bottom position, or he just gets beat up against the fence, because I don't know if Tim Means is going to finish him, but he could. He hits decently hard. But give me Tim Means. I'll take him by decision. I say that he's just better than this guy even at his age, and he's definitely more durable. Next fight is in the men's bantamweight division. We got Miles Johns versus Dan Argueta. Miles Johns is 13-2, currently sitting at plus 160. He's 5'7" with the 66-inch reach. Dan Argueta is 9-1, currently sitting at minus 190. 5'7" with the 68-inch reach. So you see, same height. Argueta have 2 inches of reach. Miles Johns is a good fighter. He's got good striking, powerful boxing, very fast hands, pretty good leg kicks. Comes from a wrestling background. He's got really good wrestling, offensive and defensive, 92% takedown defense. Doesn't use his offensive wrestling too much, but when he needs it, he can get some takedowns. But he's got good striking. He's got a good lead left hand. He's got power in that overhand right. He's got a nice uppercut. That's what he was able to hit Natividad with. And then he's got that overhand right he hit Dos Santos with after breaking him down all fight. Powerful leg kicks, fast and explosive, great wrestling, good jiu-jitsu. You've seen against like Cole Smith and them guys. He was able to take them down, take their back, hold position. He's got a split decision win over Adrian Yanez outside the UFC. And he's pretty good. He could be low output. And he got bullied backwards by Bautista and a little bit by Castaneda, but them guys are both very good, man. I think both them dudes would beat Argueta too. But Dan Argueta is a good fighter, man. He's got good wrestling. He's got really good jiu-jitsu. You see his transitions are good. He's got excellent submissions, stays busy on the ground. He's got good ground and pound if he gets on top and can hold guys down. Decent southpaw boxing, but he really doesn't look that comfortable standing, to be honest. It seems like he really wants to kind of box and rush in to get the takedown and then work, grind on guys, set a pace, and win. And he looked pretty good in his last fight against Ronnie Lawrence. It looked like he was going to get the sub before the ref. Peterson stepped in and made him basically tap. But, I mean, Ronnie Lawrence was staying calm. Who knows what would have happened. But before that, he looked pretty good against what was the one dude's name? Nick Aguirre, I believe. Yeah, Nick Aguirre. Yep, Nick Aguirre. Aguirre, whatever. And he looked decent against him, but that was low-level, short-notice guy. In this fight, man, I'm going with the underdog. I'm taking Miles Johns here. I think that I know he has the wrestling to keep this fight standing. Like Argueta he had decent success against Aguirre in the first round. And then in the second round, he couldn't really land on takedowns. That was a close back-and-forth round. And then the third round, Aguirre was so tired that he was able to land a takedown and hold him down. But I don't think he's going to be able to take down Miles Johns, to be honest. He's two good wrestlers. And Miles Johns has explosive movement. Like, he's way more explosive than Argueta. He's way faster, in my opinion. He moves side to side. He has excellent movement, which is going to keep Argueta from just being able to like corral him up against the cage and rush in and get a takedown. I think Miles Johns is going to be way faster, way more explosive. And I think his striking is way better than Dan Argueta. So give me Miles Johns. Another thing I want to add, like, Dan Argueta did look like a killer against Ronnie Lawrence, but you got to understand with Ronnie Lawrence, he looks like a decent wrestler, but he never wrestled in high school, never wrestled in college, never wrestled anywhere. He's just in none of that stuff. So he looked like a good wrestler against other non-wrestlers. But when you wrestle against a real wrestler like Argueta, or when he fought Saeed Kakramanov, he got dominated because they're actually technical wrestlers. Now, Dan Argueta is not going to come out and just take down Miles Johns, who's an excellent wrestler himself, hold him down and beat him up. I just do not see that happening. I think it's going to be a good fight. I mean, Dan Argueta, I watched him with my own two eyes get beat by Ricky Turcios, and I am not high on Ricky Turcios. So give me Miles Johns as an underdog. He's got a clear path to victory. Stop the takedowns and beat him up standing, and I think he gets it done. Next fight is in the women's bantamweight division. We got Montserrat Rendon versus Tamires Vidal. Rendon is 5-0, currently sitting at plus 205. She's 5'8" with the 68-inch reach, 34 years old. Tamires Vidal is 7-1, currently sitting at minus 250, 25 years old, 5'6" with the 68-inch reach. So you see, Vidal has 9-year age experience and a 9-year age advantage. I'm sorry. But Montserrat Rendon, she's got decent boxing. She throws pretty straight punches. She's got a she's like a BJJ purple belt or something like that. But to be honest, you don't get to see it much because her wrestling's not all that good. I seen one time when she got on top, she is heavy on top. She had decent ground and pound, but she's never even finished anybody. All her wins, she lost a grappling match to Juliana Miller, but all her wins are all decisions. She got a couple split decisions to low-level girls. And she seems really basic. Her boxing seems pretty basic. She's a big girl. She's got decent boxing. She's got okay, like, clinch against the cage, but I didn't think her wrestling was all that good. And her jiu-jitsu is just okay. Like, she's just a really big girl that's an average fighter, in my opinion. Tamires Vidal, she's got decent Muay Thai. She's got a powerful overhand right. She's got a phenomenal flying knee. You've seen her hit Pascal with that the switch knee right to the stomach, man. That was a nice. But she's got some decent fights. I've seen her get kicked in her private parts more than any fighter girl I've ever seen. Aline Perez did it and then kneed her in the head illegally. This Braga girl did it to her. Like, they just take turns kicking her there. But yeah, man, she had that nice win with Ramona Pascual with the flying knee. She's got pretty decent BJJ. Like, her wrestling's not all that good, but she's got really opportunistic subs with knee bars and heel hooks and stuff like that. Kimura, arm triangle. So she's good. To me, she's going to be the way better fighter here. To me, she's going to be faster. She throws more kicks, where Rendon really only boxes, and it's not that great of boxing. Vidal throws, it probably isn't as technical in her boxing, but she throws power with both hands. She throws more kicks. She's a more diverse fighter, and I just think she's going to be more explosive, and I think she gets the win here. I think it's a decision, though. Rendon seems really, really durable and really, really tough, so I look for the decision there for Vidal. Next fight is in the men's heavyweight division. We have right here. Men's heavyweight division. We got Jake Collier versus Mohammed Usman. Jake Collier is 13-9, currently sitting at plus 145. 34 years old, 6'3" with the 78.5-inch reach. Mohammed Usman is 9-2, currently sitting at minus 170. 34 years old, 6'2" with the 79-inch reach. So everything's pretty even right there. Jake Collier, man, not the best build in the world for the heavyweight division. He used to be a 185er that just ballooned up to heavyweight. But he's got decent striking. He throws a decent amount of volume. He doesn't have much pop to his game, but decent boxing, decent leg kicks. Okay, offensive and defensive wrestling. He's just like pretty well-rounded, but he's not really good anywhere, and he doesn't have any power. You see, he's lost 4 of his last 5. Carlos Felipe, Andre Arlovski, Chris Barnett, Martin Boudin, not the best wins. And all of his wins are terrible too. Marcel Fortuna, who is a terrible UFC flunky, Gian Filante, and Chase Sherman, all 3 guys that were not good. And he's lost these 3 in a row. The Arlovski fight was super close. He gassed out against Barnett. He went hard and gassed out against Boudet too. I don't know, man. I'm not that impressed with him. Mohammed Usman, this dude, man, super athlete. You can just look at him right there and tell this dude is a big dude that's explosive, super powerful. He's got good wrestling as Kamaru Usman's brother, but he's got good wrestling. He showed against Justin Tafa. Fast, powerful boxing. You've seen him knock out Zach Puaga. He let his boxing look pretty good on the Ultimate Fighter. He's very strong. He got a very good clinch up against the cage. He's got good wrestling. That's what he used to get Justin Tafa down and get that win there. And I think that's what he needs to use in this fight to get the win over Jake Collier. I think that he can get some clinch time. I think that he can get some grappling going. And I think he's going to hit harder. Where Collier throws a lot of volume and maybe he might start off the first 2.5 minutes winning this fight. Collier slows down. He doesn't have no power. He's not dangerous at all. And he doesn't have any advantages that much in this fight except experience. To me, Mohammed Usman has more power, more cardio, better wrestling, and more powerful striking. So I'm gonna go with Usman here. I think Usman gets the decision. I think he gets a lot of control time, maybe a takedown or two, and lands the bigger shots on the feet. And Jake Collier will probably get his walking papers. Next fights in the women's strawweight division. We got Mizuki Inoue versus Hanna Goldy. Mizuki is 14-6, currently sitting at -300. She's 29 years old, 5'3" with a 64-inch reach. Hanna Goldy is 5'4" with the 61-inch reach. She's 6'3" plus 205. 31 years old. So Mizuki, she hasn't fought in over 3 years. The last time she fought was a beating she took by Amanda Lemos, but she was tough. She showed a little well-roundedness. But it's been 3 years since she's fought. She had a knee injury, some surgery and stuff. But she's a pretty good fighter. She's well-rounded. She's got pretty good boxing. She's been fighting since she was like 14 or 16 years old. You see, she started all the way back in 2010. Which is 13 years. She's 29, so that makes her 16 when she started. She's got a strong clinch against the cage. She's got decent wrestling. She's got really good jiu-jitsu. I like her arm bars. She's got good offensive or defense. She can be on top and get arm triangles, stuff like that. And she's got excellent arm bars off her back. You see right there, 3 arm bars in a row. But she's just decent wrestling, like I said, and she just seems like a more well-rounded fighter in this spot. Because you got Hanna Goldy, who looks like a killer, man. She's muscular, tough, and just looks like a killer. Looks like she would go out there and just maul people, take them down, beat them up, do all that stuff. But she doesn't. She really she really fights like a karate stance style. She's got a good lead left head kick. It's pretty fast lead left leg. Okay, decent wrestling. You know, she's got okay jiu-jitsu. She's got decent jiu-jitsu off her back where she caught Emily Whitmire in that armbar. Strong clinch. She's like okay boxing, but it's pretty slow. I don't see anywhere where she's really good, you know, at MMA. She's got pretty good cardio and she's got pretty good toughness. But I think Mizuki is going to be better everywhere in this fight. As long as there's nothing wrong from the layoff, the knee surgery, and all that, Mizuki should get a clear 30-27 win, or maybe even hits an armbar, some type of choke in this fight. I think she has better boxing. She throws in combination, and I think that she's going to be able to beat Hanna Goldy anywhere this fight goes. So give me Mizuki and a while. I'm going to say by decision, but I could also see a finish in this fight, one of them arm bars or something like that. If she starts piecing up Goldy and Goldy shoots in, she may be able to land something off her back. Next fight is in the women's strawweight division. We have Marina Rodriguez versus Michelle Waterson Gomez. Marina Rodriguez is 16-3-2, currently sitting at -305, 36 years old, 5'6" with a 65-inch reach. Waterson is 18-11, currently sitting at +245. She's 37 years old, 5'3" with a 62-inch reach. So you see Rodriguez 3 inches taller with 3 inches of reach. Marina Rodriguez has excellent Muay Thai striking, man. She has really good boxing. She throws in combo. She throws with decent power in her right hand. She's long and she knows how to use that length. That's the thing that's got her most of her wins, is just knowing how to use that length, keeping girls off her, keeping them at range. Uses good front kicks to the body, to the face. She's got a dangerous when throwing in combo, man. She likes to throw 3-4 punch combination, end it with a leg kick. Constantly coming forward, and she's big for this division. You know, she's already got a win over Michelle Waterson in a 5-round main event. That was semi-close. Waterson won 1 round when she was able to get a takedown in late, I believe it was the 4th round, and looked okay. But other than that, she was just controlled by Rodriguez. But I can't lie. Since then, that was 3 years ago or 2 years ago. Since then, you know, Rodriguez has been kind of on the down slide, man. Lemos knocked her out in the third round. She looked terrible against Verna Jandiroba, where she was just taking down and controlled the whole fight. But that's not what's going to happen here. You know, I don't think Waterson's going to be able to get it to the ground like that on Rodriguez. I think this is going to look a lot like the first fight where Rodriguez just wins a 3-round striking battle. I could see Gomez taking one of the rounds, maybe in the third or something, if she could land a takedown or something. But other than that, I like Marina Rodriguez to use their size, length, Muay Thai striking, and excellent combos to get this win over Michelle Waterson again. And by decision, I believe that's like -180, but I think that's the way to go. So that seems like a pretty decent bet. Next fight is in the men's 170-pound division. We got Bryan Battle versus AJ Fletcher, and this is going to be a good fight. Bryan Pooh Bear Battle is 9-2, currently sitting at -195. He's 29 years old, 6'1" with a 77-inch reach. AJ Fletcher is 10-2, currently sitting at +160. 26 years old, 5'10" with the 67-inch reach. So you see Bryan Battle's 3 inches taller with 10 inches of reach. That's a big thing, man. But Bryan Battle, man, excellent kick game. Excellent kick game. He's got good head kicks with both legs. You've seen him knock out Takashi Sato with that right head kick, but he does have a good lead left leg head kick. Excellent left and right head kicks, like I just said. Good boxing. He has good pop. You've seen him knock out Gabe Green. Really put it on him, had his back to the fence, and just landed some big shots. He did get beat up by Renat Fakhretdinov, but I think we're finding out that dude is a savage. I like Bryan Battle's combinations. He throws excellent punch-to-kick combos, excellent pace, phenomenal cardio, definitely a junkyard dog, super durable, and just throws a lot of volume. You know, he's constantly doing something and making guys work, and he wears on them and is able to finish a lot of these guys. Tresean Gore was about the only one that could survive with him. But I do like everything that Bryan Battle does. I like him moving down to 170. Seems like he's getting in better shape every single fight, even though last fight he did miss weight, but I believe that was like a short notice fight or something. Even though it was in like around his hometown, I believe that was a short notice fight. Something happened there. But I like the dude. I think that he's very well rounded. He's tough. He's durable. He's got excellent cardio. I love that kind of stuff. AJ Fletcher, though, man, he is not bad. He's well rounded. He's got good, powerful striking with the little dinosaur arms that he's got there. But he's got good wrestling, decent offensive wrestling, decent defensive wrestling. He don't come back from a wrestling background, but you can tell he's pretty good at it. Would have been great at it. But he's got good striking too. He's got a nice guillotine. You've seen against Dembo Garimbo. He was able to hit him with a knee in the clinch standing and then jump to the guillotine. Power double is phenomenal. That's what he was hitting Matthew Semmelsberger with. He's got good boxing, good KO power. You've seen him crack Ange Lusa. Most guys would have been out from what he put on Lusa, but Lusa's just indestructible, man. That dude is a savage. Powerful front kicks to the face for a little shorter dude. He really does have good front kicks to the face. I've seen him hit Ange Lusa with one of them too. But he's good, man. He's well-rounded. He's just going to be the smaller guy in this fight, and I don't like the fact that he slows down. Like, he comes out hard in the first round. He usually can win that. Decent boxing, throwing a lot of power, land a takedown or two. But even against Semmelsberger and Ange Lusa, he slowed down in the second round. I know against Lusa, he went for the finish. He had Lusa hurt, and he went for the finish, but he death-gassed, man. And then against Semmelsberger, he was able to win the first round and almost half of the second round, and then Semmelsberger was able to get a reversal and on top with excellent ground and pound. And then the third round, he came out and he was a little slowing down, and that's when Semmelsberger took over and got the win. But he did look good against Themba. First round was back and forth. Second round, Themba came out and hit him with the decent shot, took him down, wrestled around. AJ was able to reverse it and get that finish. But I really like Bryan Battle in this fight. I like his size. I like his volume. I like his output. I like his durability. I think he's going to be able to stop the takedowns mid-first round. He can get taken down, but he's got an excellent get-up game and scramble game. It might not look like it against Fakhretdinov, but that dude's a savage. If you go back and watch The Ultimate Fighter, he was able to choke out Andre Petroski, which is, you know, Andre Petroski's a beast. And Bryan Battle was able to outgas him, out-cardio him, got taken down, beat up a little bit, and then reversed it and was able to find the finish. So give me Bryan Battle here. I'm going to say he gets it done by decision because AJ Fletcher's never been finished. Dude's super tough. He may rack up a little bit, take out a little bit of time off the clock with some ground control. But give me Bryan Battle. I really like him in this spot. Next fight is in the men's bantamweight division. We got Charles Jourdain versus Ricardo Ramos. Jourdain is 14-6-1, currently sitting at -150. He's 5'9" with a 69-inch reach. Ricardo Ramos is 16-4, currently sitting at +125. He's 28 years old, 5'9" with a 72-inch reach. Same height, and Ramos is going to have 3 inches of reach. Charles Jourdain, man, excellent kickboxing. You see this dude, he's a dog. He's always in really good fights. I don't know if he's ever in boring fights, except his last one with Carl Gracie, because it just had to be that way. But he's got good body and head kicks. He can switch stance and box out of both of them. I think he's got really good value or really good power out of his left hand stance when he switches to that. But southpaw boxing is good, super explosive. He throws a ton of volume. He's constantly pushing a pace. He's super tough, excellent cardio. His problem is I don't like his takedown defense. Like, it looked good against Cron Gracie because he has the worst takedowns in the world, but Shane Burgos took him down, controlled him. That's how he got the win. Nathaniel Wood took him down a bunch of times in that fight, controlled him. And that's how he got the win. Julian Erosa took him down and choked him out in the third round. That's how he got the win. I mean, he's a very exciting fighter. He's got pretty good power and very good toughness and cardio, but he just, to me, makes some IQ mistakes. That's why he's 14-6. He just makes mistakes that lose him fights. Ricardo Ramos, man, this dude's very well rounded too. He's got excellent striking, really good boxing. He's got really good spinning elbows and back fists. Good wrestling. You see him against Bill Algeo. He was able to take him down 8 times. Didn't get much control time, but was able to just keep on it, and that got him a decision win there, which is an excellent win. But he's just good at taking the back. He's got excellent rear naked chokes. He has a ton of rear naked chokes in his career. I like the spinning stuff. Like I said, he was able to knock out Ayman Zahabi with the spinning back elbow. He hit Danny Chavez with the spinning back elbow, so you know that's good. Really good kicks all over the body, legs, body, head. Excellent trip and body lock takedowns. I'm taking Ramos here. I think Ramos is the more well-rounded fighter. I think that he's going to be able to stay safe against Jourdain striking, and I think he's going to be able to land takedowns and get some control time on Jourdain and get the win here because Ramos is tough. I don't think that either guy finishes each other, but Ramos is definitely tough, and I think he's the more well-rounded fighter. I've seen Jourdain get taken down too many times, and I've seen Ramos land a lot of takedowns with good jiu-jitsu. So give me Ramos. Not the most faith in the world. I don't know if I'll be getting to the betting counter with it, but I do like him in this fight. Next fight is the co-main event. We have Bryce Mitchell versus Dan Ige. Bryce Thug Nasty Mitchell is 15-1, currently sitting at minus 200. 28 years old, 5'10", with a 70-inch reach. Ige, Dan, 50K. Ige, 17-6, currently sitting at plus 160. 32 years old, 5'7", with a 71-inch reach. So you see Bryce Mitchell is going to have a 3-inch height advantage, but Ige will have a 1-inch reach advantage. Bryce Mitchell has okay awkward striking that he can throw and catch guys off guard and land some decent shots, but he's not TKOing anybody. He's a wrestler, and he's got phenomenal wrestling. He's got really good BJJ, which is another excellent point because sometimes it's not enough just to have wrestling. Like, you got Malkoun, who's got wrestling, but he's got the cardio of a savage. Otherwise, it'd be a long night for him. But he's able to, when he takes guys down, they're able to get back up. But he's able to just keep taking them down. He just wears on guys. That Bryce Mitchell, man, he's got the good wrestling and the good jiu-jitsu. He's very heavy on top. He's got excellent transitions. He pushes a wild pace in the grappling. He's constantly doing something on the ground. He's constantly transitioning, throwing ground and pound, looking for submissions and just making you work. He's got pretty good ground and pound too. He's got good elbows, excellent cardio, sticks to a game plan. With Bryce Mitchell, when you bet him, that you're going to get that game plan. He's going to come out, throw some strikes, throw some weird kicks, and then end up wrestling and doing a good job of it. And it served him well. He's 15-1. He had that tough fight against Ilia Topuria where he was able to take him down one time, wasn't able to get much control, and then Topuria was able to just blast him standing up, man. Topuria is so good, though. But Dan Ige, this guy's well-rounded, too. He's got high school wrestling background. He's got a BJJ black belt, and he's got excellent boxing. He's got KO power in both hands, man. You've seen him left hook Damon Jackson to sleep. You've seen him right cross Gavin Tucker to sleep. The dude's dangerous, man. He's got good wins in his career. Edson Barbosa, Mirsad Bektik. Earlier in his career, he was fighting some decent fights, Mike Santiago, Jordan Griffin. But that Gavin Tucker win was nice. Had a decent fight with Calvin Kattar, and then fought 3 beasts in a row, Korean Zombie, Josh Emmett, Mavsar, and took some losses. But he's looked decent as he's had these step downs in competition with Damon Jackson and Nate Landwehr. But KO power in his hands, good offensive and defensive wrestling. He did get taken down a ton by Chan Sung Jung. He did get taken down a ton by Mavsar. But other than that, he looked pretty decent in the defensive wrestling. This is going to be a very good fight, and it's a very, very, very tough fight to call, man. I'm gonna take Bryce Mitchell, but I don't like it. I don't like it. I would like to bet Dan Ige if he was like a plus, gets up to like plus 190, plus 200, because we don't know if Bryce Mitchell is as good as, you know, Mavsar or these other guys yet. And if he ain't, Dan Ige is gonna beat him up, man. And Dan Ige's got good scrambles. He's got decent takedown defense, and he's got good scrambles to get back up. So I don't blame anybody taking a shot on Dan Ige. I wanted to pick him. This is the most 50-50 pick for me. I mean, if you could see my list, man, I didn't even write down a winner at the bottom. I just kind of came up with that now, and I still don't know if I like Bryce Mitchell. But yeah, man, I feel like all the values on Dan Ige, because he could stop some of these takedowns and get this win here, you know. And but we're gonna see a lot about Bryce Mitchell and find out a lot about him after this fight. But until I see him get totally exposed, I'm gonna go with the guy that can wrestle, beating the guy I've seen get out wrestled by numerous people. Main event time, Rafael Fiziev versus Mateusz Gamrot, and this is going to be a great fight. We got Rafael Ottoman Fiziev versus Mateusz Gamrot. Fiziev is 12-2, currently sitting at minus 160. He's 30 years old, 5'8", with a 71.5-inch reach. Gamrot is 22-2, currently sitting at plus 130. Plus 130. He's 32 years old, 5'10", with a 70.5-inch reach. So you see Gamrot's going to be 2 inches taller, but Fiziev is actually going to have an inch reach advantage. And Fiziev, man, this dude, Muay Thai, man, Tiger Muay Thai. This guy's Muay Thai is phenomenal. Some of the best striking we've seen in the UFC, you know, very explosive, super powerful, super explosive, super fast. One of the fastest strikers you're going to see. Fast boxing, left hook is money. That's what he got RDA with in the beginning of that 5th round. Had that phenomenal fight with Justin Gaethje. Watching it back, I thought that Fiziev clearly won like the 1st and 2nd round. Like his speed and the shots that he were landing was way more powerful in my opinion. Excellent at switching stances and keeps power out of both stances and keeps good takedown defense out of both stances. Excellent takedown D and get up game. He stopped like 14 shots from Rafael dos Anjos. Nobody's ever took him down and just had control or had success taking him down and controlling him. Doesn't throw as much against wrestlers. Like he didn't throw that much against dos Anjos. There's argument that it was tied up, or he was even maybe losing going into that 5th round. But when he fights somebody like a striker like Brad Riddell, man, and Bobby Green, he's able to take off on them. But super dangerous when throwing in combination. Good cardio, good toughness, and super fast. And he looked like he had good cardio against RDA in their 5-round fight. He's going against Gamrot, man, and we all know Gamrot. Gamrot's got some of the best wrestling in the game. He's got a crazy single leg, man, that he shoots from way out. He gets dude's legs, and he's able to take him down and get a little bit of control time. They get back up, and he rinses and repeats, man, and just keeps going for the takedowns. He does not stop going for takedowns. I think he shot like 20-something against Sarukian. He shot a ton against Jalen Turner. He slowed down a little bit against Jalen Turner, but that was because he took that fight on 10 days notice and was still able to get that win, which is crazy. He's got really good jiu-jitsu. You've seen that Kimura win over Jeremy Stevens. He was able to knee Diego Ferreira in the ribs and break his ribs. I'm sorry. But like I said, shoots an excellent single leg, decent boxing, but it's like mid-level. You know, he definitely can get hit and get hurt and dropped. He got tons of pressure on top. When he gets on top, he's got tons of pressure, tons of ground and pound. He's just a very active guy when he can hold the dudes down. And he shoots, 20, 23 takedowns in a fight. The thing that worries me that he could win this fight is because dos Anjos, he had a lot of success, maybe not full takedowns, but just clinching Fiziev up against the cage and just a lot of control time. And he even had some decent striking in there. And you see RDA is only 5'8", and he's 39 years old doing this, where you got Gamrot here, who's 5'10". He's much bigger. He's much more athletic. He's way faster than dos Anjos at this point in their career. And he has way better wrestling anyways, as far as just like the takedowns. You've seen him take down Arman Sarukian. I don't think RDA was ever taken down Arman Sarukian. So this is such a good fight. It's really grappler versus striker at its finest. And yeah, man, I'm going to go with Fiziev. I'm going to go with Fiziev in this fight because just watching him against against RDA, man. He's so fast and explosive, and his hips are so good that he was able to push out of most of them takedowns before RDA could even get him going. And then the one he was taken down, he exploded back to his feet. Now, I'm not confident in this fight at all, or picking Fiziev in this fight at all. All the value is going to go on Gamrot. If Fiziev goes up to like minus 200, minus 210, man, I won't be betting this fight at all. This fight and even like the Ige fight, man, them are tough to call. So I'll probably just watch them as fans. But I'm going to take Fiziev here. I'm going to say that he's able to keep it standing for more than he's not, and he's able to land the way bigger shot standing. Maybe even get a finish on Gamrot. I doubt it. Gamrot's never been finished. But it was just like mainly the fight I like to look at was Gamrot's first what's his name? Guram, Gamrot versus Guram, where he was having trouble, with the striking, with the speed of Guram, landing his takedowns. And then when he did get Guram down, Guram moved so much, was able to hop back up that he wasn't able to get nothing done. And then when they were standing, Guram was hitting him with them bigger shots, and getting the win. So yeah, man, give me Fiziev here, but I'm not confident in that at all. That or the Bryce Mitchell pick. I'm not confident in either one of them. Them are who I'm picking, but not confident, definitely not betting it. I appreciate everybody for checking out my video again. I'm gonna do a live show with Johnny K Picks on his show, on his channel on Thursday, and then we'll do another one, the pre-show, on Saturday. But yeah, everybody check out or watch out. I'm gonna drop these shirts. I'm gonna have my girlfriend make these, the layer cake, blood money shirts, and I'm gonna have a good time with them. Everybody will. But I appreciate you guys checking out my video, and I will